Hi, I'm Mary Jo Boyd here with another eBite from Attorney Computer Systems. Today's eBite is in PracticeMaster. Have you ever been in a fee window or a cost entry window or actually any window in PracticeMaster that is a memo box and wanted to just type something, a shortcut to put in either a sentence, a word, a paragraph, and move things along? It's actually called text macros, and they are available in our system, but a lot of people don't know about them. And they're also shared with tabs 3. So if you create them in one program, you can also use them in the other. But I'm going to show you how to do that in PracticeMaster. So text macros are shortcuts that you can put into any description box, any memo box in PracticeMaster or tabs. And they are just extensions of maybe a transaction code, or maybe they are just shortcuts that you want to type. And like I said, it could be a word for like interrogatories. It could just be int/ or something, and that puts in the word interrogatories. Or it could be a sentence, or it could be paragraph. Of everything that you need to put into a certain fee entry, a memo, in a journal box. It could be in any of these kinds of fields, okay? So how you get to that is if I right click in any memo box, there's a macro lookup. And I'm going to go ahead and just open that, and this will show me a typical setup that I might see at a firm. This is sample data, and you'll notice that there's ATT is a shortcut for attended. So anytime anybody types ATT and hits the spacebar or enter key, it's going to put in the word attended, and so on. Here's a little longer one, interrogatories and requests for production of documents. Now, just looking at that, it almost looks like there's not a space there, and I can even open it and look at it if I needed to. I just clicked it to use it, but I don't want to have to open that list, click on it, and use it every time I want to use a macro. That's not how we would do that. So I'm going to go back into the list just to kind of, again, show you what we have. If we do have to modify it, you can click on the text macro box here, and we could add a space in there if we needed to. Now, it looks like there isn't one, so I'm going to go ahead and save it, and I've fix that. So I'm on the list tab. If I click it, it's going to insert it into the actual memo box that I am in. If I do the text macro, I can modify it here. I also can add them. Now, one suggestion I would say is use some kind of a special character after it. For example, com. If I were typing .com or something and I wanted that to not be communicate with, and I don't have any punctuation or anything after it, it would just put in my macro when I don't want that. I want just the word com. That might not be the best example, but med. Maybe I do want that to just say med. I don't want it to be spelled out into medical records. Just typing med and then hitting space or enter is going to put in this macro where I may want just the word med. So to do that, I always put in a slash. Here we have open and handle is a good example of that. Maybe I want the abbreviation for Ohio. And if that were the case and I put OH without the slash, every time it would put open and handle. If I put the slash here, OH slash enter or space, then it's going to use the macro. So I always suggest find some kind of a character that's easy to type. I like the forward slash just because it's right there. It's easy to just type with my finger, but you can choose whatever you'd like. So once you've got your macro list, this is a good place to start to look at all the macros that are currently in the system. You may not have permissions to add or change macros. If that's the case, you would have to get that approved by an administrator. But if not, you can come in and use these. So let's try one. So I'm going to get back over here and just put my OH / and hit my space bar. Whoops. And it's not turned on maybe. Let's take a look here. Right click. And it is not. So we also have this little auto text extension so that you can turn macros on and off. So right now I don't have a check mark in here, so it's not extending those. So that's another way you could do that to turn it off, but it just depends if you're using them or not. But I'm going to do OH / and I hit my space bar, and there's my open and handle. I know ATT was in there. There was no slash. So if I just hit ATT, it's attended. Now, I just kind of had that off already, but if you right click and you don't want those to expand and you're not using slashes or punctuation, you can simply uncheck that box and then you can type whatever you want and then right click again and reactivate the macros. So you can control it with that, or you can come in and you can put in a slash and just type through. Like they can be, again, words, sentences, or paragraphs, all easy within any memo field that we have in any of the programs. And again, they are shared so that they will come out, and they are also available in Tapestry Connect. So I hope this eBite's been helpful for you. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to visit our website or give us a call. Thanks.